In this presentation, we'll take a look at some of the Autodesk tools for the work environment, and we'll go through some of those tools for Revit-based projects. We'll watch a short 60-second video describing the first tool.
Hi, welcome to A360, the modern workspace in the cloud. Using A360, you create a new project to connect your data with your team. You can invite team members to join the project. Then you can share items with anyone, inside or outside of your team, controlling what they see. A360 lets you collaborate in flexible ways and get work done. A360 makes it easy to find critical data and design information quickly. With powerful viewing and commenting capabilities, everyone can see and discuss the same thing at the same time, and everyone on the team stays informed, involved, and on track. Your project information is always available whenever you are, wherever you are. Ready? Great. Let's go.
I've worked with several projects that are large and even smaller ones where collaboration becomes important, and the Autodesk 360 seems to have a lot of great functions for keeping in touch with each other and having it all documented. So the first thing we need to do is to go to the website and download the free trial version at autodesk360.com. Another feature is to be able to collaborate with any device. So someone in the field could have an iPhone or a iPad and be able to keep in touch and see what's going on with the project in the office and in other places. So go ahead and select the free trial on the left side and then type in your email address that you used to log in to the Autodesk website. When you pick submit, it says here that it whooshed it away there, sent you an invitation to download a 30-day free trial. So once you get that email, you can click on here, verify email. Now, some of you may go straight into it once you type in your password here, the password that you created, the ID and password that you created to log in. If you put a check mark and I agree to the terms and pick continue, you might go straight to, but I didn't. Windows Explorer wasn't working for this part of it, so I had to go in to use Mozilla Firefox. See, I got that blank space there. So once I went into a different browser and used the Firefox, I went back in my emails and I found the link that I could copy and paste into the Firefox browser. And then that way I was able to now come into this environment and now create a new project. That's the first thing it'll ask you. So create a new project with whatever name you'd like. Just make sure that your name is in the title. I used Advanced Revit and then my name. And you can change the image if you'd like. Here, if you pick on change image, you can pick upload and go get your own image, or use one of the ones that are here for your project image. But you can see that this could be like the main project title with maybe the logo of who your client is. And so now you're building different projects within this environment. There's actually a demo project that would be nice to go ahead and click on before we use our own project. In the demo project, you'll see you can upload files to that project, and there are already several that are here that are different types of files. So we'll scroll down here and pick the house design. It's a Revit file that is a demo file for us to use. In here you'll see that it creates this model that anyone can view that doesn't even have a Revit version loaded. So someone that has a iPhone that doesn't have the full program on it can still come in here and add comments and start to talk to each other about the project. If you look at the bottom there, you'll see that there's a way to orbit and pan and zoom using those icons. But if you have a mouse with a wheel on it, you can also zoom up and down, and you can hold your right mouse button down to pan. But looking at some of these tools, you can create a section analysis. It'll kind of cut the building in half so that you can look inside and make comments and work with someone. You can even change the angle of that section. But this is a good way to collaborate and coordinate the project with the team. And so in this section the section analysis that I cut, I'm going to use orbit tools to orbit around to look at that section cut. Well, here I'm going to pick the model browser. This is kind of like the layers of things that you want to see. And so if you click on walls and you pick a specific wall, everything else will be kind of ghosted or transparent, and you'll see that filtered style, whether it's the roof or the ceiling or the floors. So here I'm picking the floors, and I can see the floors, and the rest of it is kind of transparent in the design. And under the comments, you can click on here, capture an image. So you're capturing the image and you're sending it with the comment. So how powerful is that to continually have a conversation about the project itself? I clicked on model so that I can see the whole model itself. There are settings here that you can use to change or enhance the appearance of the model and different ways of working with it. And just general information about it. If you have an object selected and you right click, you can pick isolate and then right click and pick show all objects to show the objects again. Right click and pick add comment, and here you are able to, in the section view, because you're looking at the section analysis, find a place where you want to put an arrow or a point. It actually ends up being a dot where you want the comment to start. So I'm going to click here, and then it instantly tags itself to that comment. You can talk to somebody else about it on the team. So you're typing in whatever the comment would be about that spot, and it becomes, when you send it to someone else on the team, it becomes linked to that comment. So this is the perfect way to have a continuous conversation that's documented within the office environment. Let's go ahead and close out of this demo project, and then we'll pick all projects so that we can go back to the one that we created. You can click on that project that you created. Maybe you used your own image, but it has your name in it. Click on that one, and we'll upload a file, and you can invite me to come in and have a conversation. So there are two functions I'd like you to use here. One is uploading. You can upload the small building that you created for your energy analysis. And then the other one, you can click on invite and then type in jgrant@ltu.edu. That's the email address. You can pick invite, and it sends me an invitation. I'll be able to come back into this environment and see your project. Going back to the dashboard, which is in that string where we saw all projects, you can see the potential for establishing all your projects and project files within Autodesk 360. Let's take a look at rendering in the cloud so that you can create amazing renderings while you continue working. So open up your project and make sure you're signed in. Verify that you're signed in at the top right corner of Revit, and then in the View tab, click Render in Cloud. So you can use a small project if you'd like. It'll show you the steps, but it'll bring you to a Render in Cloud detail where you can look at changing some of these settings if you like, or use the defaults, and then pick Start Rendering. It takes a little bit longer to render because it's going to be an amazing rendering, and you can click on Continue in the background so that you can continue working while it's rendering in a different place in the Autodesk 360 environment. So going back to rendering.360.autodesk.com, you'll see that if you're signed in, you can click on My Renderings and it'll show you the process and how much is rendered already. You can decide to click on Actions and delete it if you'd like, but select the gallery in this rendering environment and scroll down to see some of the other renderings that people have decided to, under Actions, to post. Some of these have links that you can go to, but most aren't. Scrolling back up, you can see the pages of new tools that they're showing you, and you can actually create a panorama of your design. Click on Find Out How. You can use these goggles that they're actually giving out now. If you'd like to find out how to get a pair, you can read this article here. It's a cardboard goggle that helps you to view your model in a different way. It's still available until the end of August. If you look at it, it's not that difficult to step through. You're going to render in the same kind of way, but there's an option to change to set it to a panorama. And then once you create that rendering, you can create a URL to send it to your phone. And the cardboard goggles have a kind of a slot that you can put your phone in and view the rendering in this different way. There are so many exciting features here to use. Some of them we're experiencing, and others that are not available to us I'm talking to you about, and you could access once you work in an office, or if you decide to get the subscription and full version. Or there are a lot of trial versions that you can start and explore. If you go to the Autodesk /360-cloud website, you'll see different ways of accessing those cloud services and which products are available and what they're used for. So some are used for collaboration and storage, and others are just for collaboration, and how to get it, whether we have access to it as a student with the free trial 30 days, or do some of these require a full subscription like the energy analysis now, as they make recent changes to the way that we access information. But there are several new technologies that are introduced here, like the resin 3D printing called Ember. And when you're signed in, you can look at managing the different programs that are accessible to you for a free download. So have fun exploring and experimenting with all the different tools that we can use in our projects and in our industry.